Hello and welcome to More Than Pomegranates. Today we're reviewing Office Romance. Today we're dressing up a little bit sophisticated. We're gonna watch a movie where Jennifer Lopez falls in love with this British man who's a lawyer who's trying to save the company but also not save the company. Things get weird and then you kind of realize, oh, it's a JLO film. It's not gonna end without a ring on her finger, right?
Even if it's after the credits are rolling.
So this is the, I think, ninth film where Jennifer Lopez gets a ring on her finger. We're gonna be releasing a video coming up soon. This might be our next video. And if you want to see it, where we go into every film where Jennifer Lopez gets married in or gets a ring in. What do you have to say?
Please watch that video because I think I lost a couple years to my lifeline after having to experience that. I don't know why we put that onto ourselves.
Yeah.
It was very masochistic. It's honestly torturous to have to go through her movies, this included. This might be one of the worst movies she's ever made, in my opinion. Because
I thought the backup plan was much worse. Well, the backup plan had like some. The backup plan had some like fun comedy bits. I still remember.
The backup plan had that dog.
And like the cheese moment where they made out in like a cheese farm.
I don't even know, but I really hated this movie. And I've been hearing a lot of people in my circle say that they hate horror. They're scaredy cats. It took them all the nerve to go see Obsession in Backrooms. Honestly, I feel that way about these rom-coms. When a couple doesn't have anything to show for in a relationship besides sleeping with each other and being hot, I really don't care. I don't know how people find these movies endearing. I hate them.
Yeah, but
they're like my biggest ick in cinema. I'm not gonna lie.
They are for like a select few people who like, I think like romance novels.
This isn't romance.
This is kind of like, I'm gonna play something just to fill up the time. Like they don't really care about.
Why do you want to fill up time?
Well, there are a lot of people that are like that, right? Let's admit it.
Literally watch anything else.
It's very mom-core. It's very like post picking up kids after soccer and they went to sleep. Let me just watch this film. I'm with my girls. Let's have a hangout. It's a very easy film to play.
There's a lot of other movies to watch.
And I think JLO'S films are very much that. I mean, heck, we've watched about 9, 10. I think we watched actually up to 15 of JLO'S films.
We literally only didn't watch a good one, which is Hustlers.
Yeah, I really want to watch Hustlers.
I know.
But this film kind of gives a lot of, not a lot, but like 3 homages to kind of her past career, and that's something JLO always loves to do. A homage to the second act, where she becomes a corporate, boss in a corporate New Yorker world.
I didn't watch that one.
We have one where there's a birthing scene in this film, which was like a lot
more
to deal
horrific
with.
Than Obsession and Backrooms combined.
Yeah, it was
no joke.
A lot, and that's also.
We literally looked at each other as it happened and gasped and were awestruck in a bad way.
And then as we reacted to that, it happened again. So
trigger warning. Honestly, if whoever's watching this movie should close their eyes during that. Don't watch this movie, but if you happen to hate yourself, close your eyes.
Yeah, there's a legit moment when one of the side characters have a legit baby on a table in a corporate tower, and everyone's just watching, and you
straight up see the
child popping out. It is kind of a weird moment when you see a birthing scene where everything's being shown, and then
it's played for laughs too, which I don't find this to be funny at all. It's so obnoxious.
And I had that same reaction when we watched, I think it was a backup plan. And I think the backup plan had a birthing scene, and they also had it in the trailers. It was this whole thing and where a woman gives birth into a little tub of water or like a kiddie's pool, and like everyone's reacting towards it.
They treat it like a Godzilla scene or something.
Yeah, and so I'm not saying I am against it, but I don't think it should be in a love romance film. It's just kind of uncomfortable to see. So we have 2, and then the last homage is having Selena's father in the film Selena the biopic in this film, the actor. So there's a lot of layers to this film if you've watched the JLO universe. But now let's get into the review. Did you like this film, and why did you not like it?
I loathe this film. It's insulting to me to even call this a film. And I'm very romantic. I love romance. I'm an English major. Those two things go together. But I just find it offensive to call these types of movies romantic or even associate the two things together, because the whole movie is just these two acting really buffoon-like. And they're both clearly in their late 40s to 50s, early 50s, but they never act like adults. And it's just very secondhand embarrassment the whole time. I never find any of them endearing. They're just constantly embarrassing themselves in front of each other. And what I don't like about this movie is it's called Office Romance. You expect there to be this, ooh, we're in the office in New York, maybe we shouldn't be together. We're very sterile. We have suits and ties on. But then
play into that more.
They even tease the fact that Jennifer Lopez's character, Jackie, I'm gonna say that from now on. Jackie is practically Miranda Priestley 2.0. Can't breathe by her. She hates everybody. Don't talk about her clothes, her shoes. Don't even look at her for too long.
Yeah.
Sounds like JLO in real life, but I guess it was inspiration.
Yeah.
But then he walks into her office and practically a scene later, they're goo goo gaga and she doesn't even seem that mean. Maybe she's trying to comment on people making her seem like she is that, but then she's saying, nah, I'm actually down with you all, like.
Yeah, it's kind of like an illusion. Like you put on this persona on top of me that is not really true. Like I can be chill with you. It just, since you see me as a CEO, you don't know how to act around me.
But I'm thinking that's JLo's team trying to cancel out what people perceive of her, because every other person that talks about JLo always brings up the fact that she hates service workers, she doesn't tip. They always say that. So maybe this movie is just like a anti-smear campaign.
The other thing is an anti-smear campaign, especially with the subway takes. Like she's trying to show that she's going back into the thing of like,
I'm a New Yorker.
I'm from the
Bronx.
We should all be real. We should have emotional support school classes and things like that. But what's very apparent is that most of her films now are made by New Yorican Productions, which is her production company with Benny Bendina. So it's definitely is talking to the fans and also the critics of JLo. And you feel it. And that's like the really weird, interesting thing with JLo films.
They're way too JLo being herself. And also it is very of her to be like, oh, I'm bringing the dad from Selena. Hey, remember that? It's like, we've all moved on. And the people that haven't moved on are old. I don't know. It's like Gen Z just doesn't care about you. I don't know what to say.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely like this group of people that really love her, right? And like they'll cherish every little detail of her. So it's pretty sick for those few people. But for us, they're outliers.
Maybe it's just sick for Brett Goldstein because he supposedly wrote this movie with her in mind. Yeah. Well, he did for sure. So maybe this is just that. It's like she gets to live off his fantasy of being in a JLo rom-com. Good for you.
Yeah, yeah.
And she said that he's the best kisser, so I guess he's the only one taking the W here.
I guess so. I mean, he's living his dream come true.
Who's your dream person to make a rom-com with? I don't think there was a hesitation. We were both like, JLo. We came up with the rough story of it and we sent it with a note that said, we wrote this for you. You're the top of our list. It's a list of one.
I was just like, they wrote this for me?
But I do think there was something interesting with this film that was kind of dealing with the concept of what is personal and what is private. Right? I did like that aspect a little bit. It's like they're always playing with the concept of you could get sued at every minute. You can personally cross a line of what's private and what's personal, and it can turn into something very nasty. And that was like kind of the dangling fruit of this film of like, when is this fruit gonna fall? And when it falls, does it explode, or does it just kind of, is it just a fruit that falls? Yeah, and so like that was the danger in it all, right? If they'll get caught, if there will be a lawsuit, if the company will collapse. Like a typical rom-com, nothing happens.
I mean, I don't mind the nothing happening because again, I'm not trying to hate the concept of romance. It's just, once again, when there's no setup, because the setup becomes a whoopee cushion within a millisecond. I just don't care. It's like, okay, now they're just gonna sleep with each other. We're gonna have a montage of them looking hot in whatever country they're in, flying together. It's like, I don't care. I don't need 2 hours of this.
Yeah.
And the jokes aren't even funny.
There's also this moment when they're in the Dominican Republic, which really felt like, hey, this is a great opportunity to put on the tax sheet that we're going on a work trip, vacation to the Dominican Republic, which might be CGI, might be real, who knows. And also we are using an Audi car, which could have been a sponsor, or could have just, they bought the car and want to put it in the film.
I was saying that this reminds me of Greek Fat Wedding 3, because there's a lot of jokes about that movie being, oh, they just want a free Greek vacation. Yeah. Honestly, this is like Brett Goldstein living off his vacay dreams with JLo.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
But I don't know why, like when they bring that up in movies, I just cringe.
Yeah, I mean, I really do love a CEO with a nice bum. I think there's something that we're connected. Like JLo's like this weird aunt that's super toxic, but we kind of still keep up and date with her. We just want to know how she's doing.
I mean, I think her being a Leo and me having a Leo mom definitely don't have parallels, but I just always can't unsee that she's a Leo. It's like, everything is about her. She's always trying to still be a main character, and she always looks good regardless. Whether or not we roast her, we say we're tired of you, whatever, she's still gonna look really good. She's like in her, practically she's gonna turn 60 soon, and she still has abs, so. She's
kind of like the Sylvester Stallone of like women, if you want to get into it, right? Like she like works really hard for this one scene, and she needs to show it off, right? Like Sylvester Stallone does that. Like he knows he's gonna have a moment when he tears his shirt off, 12-pack, like his.
But even now?
Of course, I mean, not now, but he does.
I'm like, isn't he in the retirement home by now?
He did have like Expendables where he was in his late ages, where he was still trying to show off like he's ripped and jacked and everything, and they'll work off like crazy just for that one scene sometimes. And I wonder if like JLo had that same thing, and like JLo also had like a Tom Cruise moment where it's like, I'm in a plane and like look at me, I'm a CEO flying a damn plane. I'm going to the Dominican Republic. And I don't know if like JLo was trying to say like, I'm the female Tom Cruise, I'm the female Sylvester Stallone, but I could see it. Like I could see it kind of, you know, in some sick way.
Tom and Sylvester are Cancers and she's a Leo. You'll never be the moon, boo. You're the sun.
But wasn't Brett a Cancer?
Yeah, I guess.
I think there's something here where I can see them kind of potentially having a relationship.
You're predicting JLo's next marriage?
I am predicting JLo's next marriage a little bit. I feel like there's something there. There's something here that we could potentially see in the future. We don't know.
That's not an effect. That's just how she tends her head.
I think one thing I will commend this movie for, but it went nowhere, so maybe I revoke it, is that I kind of found it endearing that JLo had a British kink. It feels like a very outdated joke.
Yeah.
Because I don't really think British people get brownie points anymore for being British. I think we're all over it at this point, right? I was like, okay, this is kind of getting weird on me. Maybe this was gonna take this weird turn where now JLo is gonna have to fight back to be on top again, because maybe she's like, oh, now he knows I'm fetishizing him and that he's my kryptonite when it comes to wanting to be with someone, because they really try to nail this point that she hasn't done anything for years.
Right.
Okay, so...
Oh my gosh, she's a hardworking woman, right?
Sure. Okay, so maybe that would have been interesting if their dynamic suddenly changed and you see that, oh, because she's such a hardworking, wants to be the top all the time, feisty, whatever, now she's gonna start acting brand new with him just to make sure that her position stays.
Right, yeah, oh.
But they never have that, like, this is what's missing in this movie. Clearly, like, no girl wrote, like, there is missing, like, that fan fiction fun element where, okay, so we're not gonna do enemies to lovers, we're not gonna do the mean boss becomes nice, or he's mean and vice, like, what is the built up in this besides we're both hot and we wanna sleep? Like, I guess...
Yeah, there was no really true build up. I really love that you brought that up. Maybe
that could have changed the dynamic of, oh, I'm her kink. Maybe I'm gonna utilize that, and maybe there's like this plot twist, or not even a plot twist, but just this change in dynamic of, I'm trying to one-up you now. It's heavily implied that both of them are really good at their job. He's overqualified, even though he gets a hard-on from touching a woman for, like, a lot of contradictions here. So you can't characterize these people like that and imply and have everyone else say, oh, this about them, and they themselves as well, but then once again, they just act like buffoons.
You know, but you bring up a really good point. Like, there was no sense of like, let's play with a type of play between these two people who are powerful, and they have these costumes and personas. And how do they find a way to sneakily do these things, right? Like, and the whole entire thing was just like, we went on a trip, and then from that trip, we were horny on that trip, and we just quickly did the things that everyone expected for us to do. Yeah. But I think there would have been something really interesting of almost a MILF-like woman that is JLo at this point, playing and towing this kind of lawyer.
She does for a millisecond.
Really stiff man, and then like kind of like almost he knows she likes him, but then is playing with it, and I kind of like you. But then it's kind of like that duel where like, how much do I give and how much do I show and
get him aroused.
And but then he's saying like, I like this, but then I don't want to break this, and then it's kind of sexy at the same time.
You have a British king, so maybe I'm the one breaking you. And now I'm aware.
Right. And there was this moment when the British kink showed up, and then you realized now the lawyer has the power.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, so that didn't do anything.
It's like this could have been this great little moment, like, oh, now he's the boss.
No, let's just see a really gruesome birthing scene. That's a better idea.
There we go. There we go. Back to reality. You do like romance stories.
I love romance stories.
So she deserves a romance story. I think she's in this great category where she could be this older woman, this like girl boss that is believable as a CEO. She is a CEO. And so it is believable.
Of her own self, yeah.
And I think when I see her in those positions, I'm not like, this is out of place. No, I'd see it.
Yeah.
Because I'd seen all of her rom-coms, and in all of them she's always like low status and she's aspiring to something, and she's like on the outskirts of things. And with this it was like, no, I want to do something where she's the boss, she's the CEO, It's more truthful to how I imagined she would be in real life and the difficulties of being in that position, particularly with the fact that you can't be vulnerable.
But then get fun with it, JLo. Like, you're a legit actor. If you really wanted to, you can have so much fun. If you wanted to make this marketing scene so interesting, so zesty, so sexy, why don't you be the lion that you are and
Literally.
treat this British hunk as a piece of meat? And you're just playing with it.
Yeah, if the movie starts with everyone in the office saying, we're terrified of her, we don't even breathe in her premise.
Right.
But then he just walks in, she's already down, he's up, if you know what I mean, and then, oh, that's it.
It seems like you're not so up, I'm not so up, but what I think could get you
That's
guys
the least
up,
they could have done, but they didn't.
so what could get you guys off is potentially watch our video where we're going to go into every single film that JLo has ever got a ring in, married in. We also go into what does that mean for the back end. There's always a reason as to why these films come out, right? We brought up the JLo. She's trying to go on an anti-smear campaign. This is nothing new. JLo's been doing this for a long, long time, since the beginning of her career.
Since the dawn of the apes.
And we have discussed this for about 3 to 4 hours.
If you didn't get the Odyssey tickets and you have a lot of time to spare in
Come on in.
just spend all your early July / end of June doing that. Watching our video.
We go into why she started her career. How did she get the career that she has? I think you guys should watch this. Definitely, if you didn't watch if you don't have any tickets to the Odyssey, come on in. And if you're further interested in some weirder content that we've created, we have Jennifer Lopez entering into fictional worlds to save our real world, which is called the Come On Effect. I've created a story, or honestly, I think I documented the story. It's a real life thing where Jennifer Lopez is trying to stop this character called Tashi from challengers, who's entered in through portals of Zendaya's careers and has collected team, villains, all these different characters in order to group them together to destroy the world. If you don't believe me and you start questioning, why is Zendaya in a lot of films this year? Why is Robert Pattinson in a lot of films this year?
With Zendaya.
And why is Timothy Chalamet a little bit weird in that whole Marty Supreme marketing campaign? Well, let me let you know, those are all fake people, and JLo is trying to stop it. So if I didn't sell you on the Come On Effect, then I don't know what else to tell you, but give it a shot. We love JLo. We also a little bit hate her. We also are really interested in her career and what she will do in the Come On Effect. But
speak for yourself.
We want to thank you also for even giving us a chance and watching the review of our sweet, sweet office romance.
More like bitter, sour, stingy, nasty, nauseating. And if you want to watch a better office romance, watch the Soviet movie. I grew up on that. There's actual tension, intellect, dynamic. It's funny. Actors are way better. I don't have enough fingers to say how much better it is than this movie, but it's better.
It's better. Thank you so much, and goodbye.